Alright guys, before we get into this video, yes, I'm going to talk to you about futtrading.co.uk. I know a few of you guys don't like that I do this, but it's no different than someone advertising a coin selling website, which I don't agree with. This is mine and Dan's hard work that obviously allows us to do this full time. It means you guys get loads of videos, so I'm always going to advertise it. But futtrading.co.uk, last month we gave away a next generation console. We're looking to do that again this month. I will let you guys know details shortly. Just got to convince Dan basically. But £10 a month gets you access to tier 1 buy-in prices. That is icons, shadow specials, silvers and Thursday flips. Tier 2 gets you access to live filters, ChemStar filters, UCL filters, and the trade storage, as well as fluctuations, which is incredible right now. The people that are doing fluctuations are making millions each week. No exaggeration for that. And tier 3 has just recently been added. That includes a bot that we have developed ourselves for fluctuations, and it literally tells you when to go and buy those cards, at what price for, and at what price to sell them for. It pings you personally. It's an absolutely awesome piece of kit. And if you look to the right hand side, this is Discord. Make sure you join the Discord, even if you're not a website subscriber. But you can see already 420 people online on our Discord right now, trading, working together, having good fun. So make sure you join the Discord. Make sure you subscribe at futtrading.co.uk. But for now, let's get into the video. Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to a new video with me, Fuzzball40. As always, if you're new around here, make sure you do subscribe down below and make sure your notifications are turned on so you never miss an upload. 3 a day on this channel, the morning, League SBC method to glory. By doing that method and by sort of grinding the game out, we've managed to get this team completely and utterly first owner, which I'm very, very happy with. Not bad at all. That coupled with this video is always a trading video. It's basically how I do my club and sort of my road to glory, I guess. It allows you guys to do the same things and make coins your way, and however you guys want to do that is fine by me. And the midnight content is a mixture of picks, packs, upgrades, all that stuff. Tonight's midnight video is going to be basically a compilation of all the worst things you guys can send me from your weekend league and how bad this game can be at times. But this video is quite a simplistic one for me. So like I said to you yesterday, if you haven't seen yesterday's video yet, check it out. A lot of you guys have been asking about how to coin farm, and yesterday's video went into detail, and a lot of you guys really enjoyed that. So I'm very, very happy to say that that was done. And I've been looking at my comment section to see the things that you guys are asking about. And another thing that keeps cropping up is how to know what to trade with during rewards. So I want to go over that with you guys in a bit of detail, show you what's in the game and what you should be thinking about, and what's due to come on the game and how you should be thinking about that there. So we'll get into it bit by bit by bit. The first thing we're going to do is start by looking at what's on the game. I will see you then. Alright guys, so when I trade with rewards, the first step that I always think about is what's currently on the game and what do I need to be looking for. So let's talk about specifically this set of rewards, squad battles. We'll do a division rival rewards video later in the week. First thing to note with squad battle rewards, it's always the same thing. Firstly, it's influenced by weekend league sell-off because at that point that they come out, everyone's selling their teams for weekend league. And it's also influenced by the amount of people that are on the game. Squad battle rewards come out at midnight UK time. So there's a lot less competition, which is great, but also a lot less stuff being packed at any one time. So be mindful of that. But basically on the game at the moment, we have loads of SBCs, which is great. Loads and loads of SBCs. We have the 81 plus pick, which is going in 2 hours' time. 81 to 87, which is going in 2 hours' time. So both of these will be replaced with a new upgrade pack, okay? But a lot of the time, the new upgrade pack isn't brought out straight away, and that's important. I'll explain why in a second. We've got the anniversary celebration, the group challenge, Mangala, and again, it's just loads of stuff like that. Odds are over doubt, etc. So the first step for this for me is to look at fodder. The reason for that is there's a lot of players on the game. There's a lot of let's go play for transfers. A lot of players on the game. There is a lot of stuff to do on the game. We're probably going to see a party bag at some point. We might see like an 84 plus double, something along those lines. But I always go and check fodder before it comes out because it allows me to get a rough idea of what the market for fodder is doing currently. And if you look, there's Aspilicueta sitting there for 9,500 at the moment. That is incredibly cheap for that card. Jay Silence, thank you for the follow. Welcome in, bro. So that's cheap for this card. Aspilicueta at 9,800 coins is very, very cheap. And so with something like that, all you really are relying upon getting is a party bag. It is a 84 plus double that costs an 84 to do whatever. Any real big SBC that requires an 84, an icon SBC perhaps, for him to do well. Now, if I show you Aspilicueta's graph, so you get a rough idea, we get open up on Footbin. If you get a rough idea of how high he can hit, and again, those who continue to watch my channel know, and I advise you guys to do the same thing, use Aspilicueta as your mark for what fodder is doing. If he's up high, it means fodder's high. He's the best marker for that perfectly. Showed last month. So if I show you last month of it, let's go desktop. So this is the last month for Aspilicueta. So he's hit lows of 8,200 coins. That was in March 11th. And then he got to highs of 14,000 Xbox before coming down But even in the last week or so, he's not really been this low for most of the time. So there's very little risk in fodder cards like Azpilicueta and those sort of cards. There's very, very little risk in them. Now, if you look, even, what's that? So is that last Friday, I believe? So you got 28th of March. So last Friday, which is when the second team came out, I think. Just check that to be sure. 26th. So we are at the 26th right now. Yeah, so last Friday, so 26th. So there's that. So that's team 1, I believe. So that's when the first team came out. Last Friday, he got down as was up at high as 14. Then with the supply, he dipped quite heavily. Okay. Now the thing you have to think about that is what's going to influence his price. It's going to be supply of packs. So we get loads of promo packs and stuff like that. It's going to be any content we get on the game in the long term. But you have the knowledge on this graph to know that he's not been this low, even with all that. Now, he hasn't exponentially risen and banged at any point in the last week, for example, to make him sort of go up to a ridiculously high price and make mad profit of him. But right now, he's 9,700 coins, and you'll be able to get him on bids and snipes a lot cheaper than that during Wars tonight. Now, his high last week was 10,500. If you picked him up at 9,000 coins each, as a theoretical, you're making 1,000 coins profit per card. It's quite easy profit to make, relatively simplistic. Is it the most effective way to trade? No. But if you've got time, and if you've got time and you just want to go unassigned with 500k, why not do that? Because you can buy a load of him, make yourself a 100k of profit, and you'll do relatively well by it. But again, it just takes one big SBC, one big 86 plus double, one big party bag, one big icon SBC. And the thing I think as well is the party bag this time, I think we'll have more hype about it because this team is far more hyped up than the team that came before. Team 1 was a bit meh. Team 2 is a lot stronger. And that leads me to my next point. Let's talk about what happened to Team 1 when it came out. So this is Team 1 here, right? I want to show you 3 cards and show you why Foot Birthdays can be good to trade with tonight into tomorrow. So Leroy Sané is the first one. He's currently up at 870, but really it's about 900,000 coins on Xbox. That's his average price, really. If you look, last Monday into Squad Battle Rewards, he got down as low as 850,000 coins on average. And it's hit a high now on average of 907,000 coins, okay? Now, your profit from that is not much, okay, on the Sane. But at this point here, you would have been able to pick him up a lot cheaper than 850. There would have been 800s, 820s on there without a doubt. But Leroy Sané is just one example. Hermoso, you want to pronounce it, but Hermoso, 173. This weekend league, I've seen him as high as 185 at times. 172 there. Again, 173 there. You saw that last week, he barely got lower than that, except towards the end of the week, 160 was what he got to with Division Rival Awards, which is another buying point for these cards. Again, if you know right now, you're armed in the knowledge that into Weekend League this week, he's hit 180. You know that at his lowest was 160. If you get him somewhere in between the two, you're going to do relatively okay. But the big anomaly last week was this Ivan Perisic card, and this is why I can't stress this enough. If an SBC comes out, forget rewards for a minute. If an SBC comes out where these overpowered Foot Birthday cards linked to, they can do well. Now, the obvious reason why Perisic spiked was because he linked to Vidal. A lot of people did that Vidal card, and he absolutely rocketed from, 316 to 403,000 coins. Link investments with some of the cards we're getting on this game are doing extremely well at the moment. They're doing very, very well. I would look at these cards. If you look at most of these cards on the market, realistically, I think Frank Kessie saw a climb because of Jovino. But Payet's a very good card. Renato Sanchez is incredibly good, like massively overpowered. The Ozil card was great. Mangala's decent. I don't like Mangala myself, but a lot of people rate him. Vidal was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant card, this one. Absolutely superb card. And you look at those cards, and if they link a strong link into the Foot Birthdays, they'll do very well. But conversely, don't just look at the Foot Birthdays. If, for example, I don't know, we get an SBC. Let's look at Payet, for example. If he's got a strong link into him that's an overpowered card in this game, a special card, that will do quite well with Payet, because this is quite an affordable SBC. An 86 rated team isn't very expensive at all. And so I've been looking at those sort of cards. Look at the SBC we get tonight. And there's probably a buying point with Weekend League sell-off and Squad Battle Rewards to buy into those. So that's those generic things that you sort of always do. Fodder, etc, etc, etc. Now let's talk about what's to come on the game. So first thing is we are due to get back the Bundesliga and those SBCs, okay? Right now, Bundesliga silvers are extremely low, and the UCL cards that are not Argentinian and Brazilian are way lower than they've been for a long, long time. That is a sure sign to you to buy in. Because those that followed what I said with Sudamericana and Libertadores, you did extremely well. And the Serie A, you did extremely well. Some of the Sudamericana cards now that you guys picked up for 300-400 coins are now going for 2,500-3,000 coins. Some of the Serie A, like Benevento defenders, that were going for literally about 800 to 1,000 coins, are now selling for 2,000 to 3,000 coins. So again, if you want the filters, they are down below. But as a quick run through, in terms of silvers you should be looking at for tonight, Bundesliga style, I'd be looking at, let's go silver, League, Bundesliga. I'd be looking at Mainz centre-backs, Bielefeld defenders. I'd be looking at Frankfurt right mids and right backs. I would be looking at Mönchengladbach and Leipzig keepers. I'd also be looking at pretty much every single Union Berlin player. Now, you're going to ask me, I'm seeing it, what price should I buy at? Look at the price now, check them out, and at 6 p.m. and later on tonight, you're looking for about a 30-40% drop-off. In an ideal world, don't pay more than the K a card. Union Berlin even lower than that, like 600, 700 coins a card, is a much better place to find yourself. It guarantees you more profit long term. Now, if you don't want to be unassigned, unassigned means when you can see your stuff in like your store, it'll have players there in your store. Just buy one of each and put them in your club or in the transfer pile. If you're happy to go unassigned, go heavy on it. It will do very well if they bring back the Bundesliga. Even now, at this video, keep an eye on that, because if at 6 p.m. we do get the Bundesliga back again, there's a buy-in point there and sell in the hype. Without a doubt, there's always that buy-in point, and you can sell them in the hype. And if you don't get them sold in the hype, don't panic, just hold them. It does very, very well indeed. That's not really much of a problem. And then outside of that, really, we're just looking now at weekend league sell-off. So, for example, if you look at Renato Sanchez, because he got his SBC, Sanchez got sold off. Sold off? Terrible grammar. Sanchez got sold off en masse, like quite heavily, yesterday. And this card is better than 40k, which is what he's been selling for most of the last 24 hours. This card is better than 40,000 coins, without a doubt. Do I think he gets back to the 60, 70 he was at before? No, not at all. But again, if he at the moment, he's been selling consistently at 40,000 coins. If we sell off, he gets down to 30, 35, I'd be interested in that without a doubt. Because I think he bounces back this week without fail. I've no reason not to. This card's still a very, very usable card. Loads of people rated this card for a long, long time. It's still a beast of a card for what it costs. And a lot of people will still be looking at that. And as well, a lot of people that can't afford the SBC, once Weekend League is done, will go and buy the cheaper version of his card, because that's what people on FIFA do. But that's what you should be looking at tonight for Squad Battle Awards and Weekend League sell-off. May want to have a little dip at icons as well. They're holding quite low at the moment. Clarence Seedorf's got down very, very low. I picked up one for 400,000 earlier on. I think there's even a buy-in point even lower than that. A lot of them will bounce back. Sanchez hit them hard, but they will bounce back. So if you've got higher coin totals and you know what you're doing, look at icons, because the market on them has been hit heavily. But that is the end of the video. If you are new around here, as always, make sure you subscribe down below. Make sure your notifications are turned on so you never miss an upload. But for now, I am out. Peace out. I'll speak to you soon.